Hello, a very good afternoon to you all students. Antibodies. Now we have studied about the basic structure of antibody in the last class. Now today we will see about what are the different classes of antibodies or immunoglobulin. So there are various immunoglobulin classes, or we call them as an antibodies, and the classes or the classification of these antibodies, basically they are of 5 types. These are based on the structure and antigenic nature of H chain. The immunoglobulins, they are classified into 5 classes. The first class is IgG, which we call it as an gamma immunoglobulin. IgA is an alpha immunoglobulin. IgM is an mu immunoglobulin. IgD is an delta immunoglobulin, and IgE is an epsilon immunoglobulin. So you can see or weave the structure of these immunoglobulin, which is of Y shape. So you can see on the screen IgG, IgE, IgD, IgM and IgA, a specific structure of this immunoglobulin or the classes of antibodies. Now the composition of every immunoglobulin, they should have a specific heavy chain and the light chain, as we have seen in the basic structure of immunoglobulin or antibody. It has a specific molecular formula, it has a heavy chain and the light chain with the variable regions and the constant region, which are the domains in the immunoglobulin. Now we will see first the class of immunoglobulin, that is a IgG, that is a gamma immunoglobulin. This class is very much abundant class in the serum or in the blood serum. So this most abundant class of IgG, that is immunoglobulin, is G, and that we called is an IgG. We can see the structure of this IgG with a heavy chain where 450 residues of amino acid, light chain with 212 residues of amino acid, and it has a VL, Cl chain, that is the VH, CH1, these are all domains with a hinge region of disulfide bond and a specific CH2 and the CH3, that is constant heavy chain region, that are the domains in the immunoglobulin, which constitutes about 80% of the total immunoglobulin in the serum. This is present in blood, it is also present in plasma and tissue fluids, which contain less carbohydrate than other immunoglobulin. This IgG is less in carbohydrate residue. It has a more protein. So immunoglobulin basically play a very important role for immunity or for your immune system. And immune system generation or immunity, where immunoglobulin G plays a very important role. It has 80% total of this immunoglobulin in the serum or the blood and the plasma and the tissue fluid. It contains less carbohydrate and it has a half-life of 23 days. Longest of all the immunoglobulins are the isotype. This immunoglobulins has a property to cross the placenta and provide natural immunity to fetus and neonate at birth. This point is very, very important for IgG. This is the only type of immunoglobulin which crosses the placenta and gives the natural immunity to the fetus or the neonate at birth. This acts as against the bacteria and viruses by opsonization. It generates the opsonization technique and phagocytosis. It invades the bacteria, which invading the system, it engulfs, and through opsonins, that are the proteins which are released, and this opsonization process is basically responsible for phagocytosis and neutralizes the toxins and activates the complement by classical pathway. So this immunoglobulin, which is very important for the fetus to generate immune system at the neonate or birth. Now there are the subclasses of IgG also. So we do not go into the detail of these classes of IgG, but we should know what are the different classes depending upon the structure at the hinge and the variable and the light chain and the constant regions. There are certain classes of IgG also. So we have IgG1. These are basically the idiotypes, and due to the different antigenic determinants, these Ig1, Ig2, Ig3, Ig4 are the different classes of IgG. Now the another basic important immunoglobulin is immunoglobulin A, which is we call it as an IgA, that is alpha immunoglobulin. This constitutes to about 10 to 15% of the total immunoglobulins, and this immunoglobulin A is present in milk, it is present in saliva, tears, mucus of respiratory tract, digestive tract and genitourinary tract. In serum, it exists as a monomer. We do not have any types, it is a monomer one. In external secretion, it exists as a dimer, which called it as a secretory immunoglobulin. It has a J chain and a secretory prise. It has a half-life of 6 to 8 days. And this is the structure of this immunoglobulin A, with the two immunoglobulins which are joined together with the J chain, and therefore it is a dimer, which is a secretory immunoglobulin. Now this immunoglobulin A, it provides a local immunity. It has the specific functions of the secretory IgA, which binds to surface antigen of microorganisms and prevents its attachment and invasion of mucosal surfaces of respiratory and digestive tract immune elimination. Secretory IgA provides important line of defense against Salmonella, Vibrio cholera and gonorrhea, influenza virus and poliovirus. This secretory IgA, which is present in the breast milk, it protects the newborn during first month of life, because this IgA is present in the colostrum, where the first milk ejects from the mammary gland at the time of the birth of a baby. So activates the complement by the alternative pathway. It promotes phagocytosis and intracellular killing of the microorganisms. Now the another class of immunoglobulin is an IgM. This is again a important immunoglobulin which accounts for 5 to 10% of the total serum protein, which has a polymer of 5 monomeric units. There the IgA is a dimer, whereas IgA is a monomer, IgG is a monomer and IgM is a pentamer, because here 5 monomeric units of Ig are there, and these are held together by disulfide bonds which are the J chain with a molecular weight of 9 lakhs to 10 lakhs. Half-life of this IgM is 5 to 6 days. Most of the IgM, 80% are present intravascularly. This is present in very low concentration in the intercellular tissue fluids. It cannot cross placenta as the IgG crosses the placenta. Its presence of IgM antibody in serum of newborn indicate congenital infection. If the IgM is there in the serum of the newborn, that means there is certain congenital infection. It is a marker. You can see if the IgM antibodies are there, that means certain congenital infection is there in the baby or the newborn. Earliest immunoglobulin to be synthesized by fetus in 20 weeks. First immunoglobulin to be produced in primary response to antigen, relatively short-lived, hence its demonstration in serum indicates recent infection. It is monomeric. IgM appears on the surface of unstimulated B lymphocytes and act as receptors for antigens. The function of IgM, it agglutinates bacteria. It activates the complement by classical pathways. It causes again an opsonization for the immune response generation and immunolysis. It is believed to be responsible for protection of blood invasion by microorganisms. So this class of immunoglobulin M is very important and has a half-life of 5 to 6 days. The immunoglobulin D is again a class of immunoglobulins which is structured similar to the IgG, which is a basic structure. It is again a monomeric one. Its serum concentrates up to 30 micrograms per ml. It constitutes 0.2% of the total immunoglobulin. Its half-life is 3 days. IgD together with IgM is a major membrane-bound immunoglobulin on unstimulated beta lymphocytes which act as the recognition receptors for antigen. It has a specific function. IgD and IgM, they combine with to have a function with the immunoglobulin bound to the membrane, and they are unstimulated on beta lymphocytes, acts on a recognition of the receptors for antigens. The another class is of the immunoglobulin E, which is very important for the allergic reactions, and this IgG is similar to again IgG. It has a 4 constant region domains. Its molecular weight is 1,90,000. Half-life is of 2 days. This basically the IgG is a heat labile. It gets inactivated at 56 degrees centigrade in 1 hour. Normal serum concentration is 0.3 micrograms per ml. It is mostly present in extracellular region, or it is extracellularly present. It does not cross placenta as the IgG crosses. Not any of the immunoglobulin crosses the placenta. Only the IgG has a property to cross the placenta for the neonat and the fetus to generate the immune response. These are produced in the lining of the respiratory and the intestinal tract. It does not activate the complement nor it agglutinate the antigen. It binds to the Fc receptors on the membrane of the blood, basophils and tissue mast cells. It mediates immediate hypersensitivity reaction. So I told you in previous when we start the IgE that it has a property for the hypersensitivity or the allergic reaction. It immediately mediates the hypersensitivity reaction. It activates, the IgG has a property for the hypersensitivity reaction. It play a immunity against the helminthic parasites also. So for parasites, protozoal and helminths, it play a very important role to give the immunity against these protozoal infections. Now this is a chart which shows about various properties and biological activities of these all immunoglobulin classes. So we have a specific chart with the different characterization or the characteristics which show a structure with the heavy chain CH domain, the molecular weight, serum concentration, present on membrane of the mature B cell, then intravascular distribution, which crosses the placenta, which is present in milk. What are the different characterization of these all classes of the immunoglobulin? This chart depicts or displays various types of characterization of these classification of the immunoglobulins. Now basically the overall gist of all these classification or the classes of immunoglobulins are based on antigen recognition and binding. It has a specific membrane antibodies as beta cell receptors, then it has a SAB as an antigen neutralizing agent based on effector response, then complement activation, opsonization, then here the adhesiveness or the based on Ig class, neonatal immunity, mucosal immunity, then IgE mediated hypersensitivity reaction. Now these antigenic determinants of the antibodies, they are very important, and these antibodies, they are complex glycoproteins and they themselves can act as immunogens and induce antibody formation against them, which is called as anti-Ig antibodies or anti-idiotypes antibodies. So these antigenic determinants of the antibodies, they are acting as an anti-Ig antibodies. Whole immunoglobulin molecule is not immunogenic to the host system which produces antibodies to them. Rather, small sites or the regions on the Ig molecule acts as an immunogen which generates or basically which forms immunity. These sites are called antigenic determinant sites. These are on the location on Ig and they are classified into 3 types, which these antigenic determinants we call them as isotypes, allotypes and idiotypes. So what are isotypes? These isotypes, they are formed by unique sequence of amino acids which are located in the constant region of H and L chain, that is heavy and the light chain. Hence different isotypes differ from each other in their constant region. Classes and subclasses of IgGs are isotypes of one another. As we have studied when we started the IgE, it has a subclasses or the isotypes of 1, 2, 3 and 4. Isotypes are present in all the members of the same species and they are same in all. Isotypes are different in different species. For example, IgG of mouse is different than IgG of rabbit. So it has a antigenic determinant with a different sites, and mouse has a different IgG and the different in the rabbit. So isotypes are different in species to species. Is a different species varying in the species. Simplest way of producing isotype antibodies is to inject antibodies from one species to another. The another is allotypes. The antigenic determinant are present in the constant region and of HLL chains, and they are encoded by polymorphic alleles are called allotypes. Therefore, they are alleles or the allotypes. And these are the antigenic determinants. They are again present in the constant region, that is heavy and the light chain, encoded with the polymorphic alleles. Since some members of the species they carry alleles, not all. They are present in some members of certain species. So if they have the alleles, then the allotypes are there or the antigenic determinants are there. Allotypes differ in sequences of 1 to 4 amino acids from one another. So it is again allotypic determinants where mouse of IgA1 strain A and mouse of IgG1 strain B. So it show a different allotypes with a sequence of 1 to 4 amino acids. Now idiotypes, again they are antigenic determinant, and these immunoglobulin molecules, they are located in the variable region of the antigenes. They are located in the hypervariable region of the VH and VL domains, and one member of the species act as antigenic determinant to other member of the same species. So we have allotypes, idiotypes and isotypes of the classes of these immunoglobulins. Again, where idiotypic determinants, where idiotypes are, these are idiotopes we call as a mouse IgG1 against antigen A, mouse IgG1 against antigen B. So this basic is a classification of all immunoglobulins with the various classes showing various types of antigenic determinant sites and play an important role for curbing the immune system, for giving the immune system it's basically how to generate the immune system. So this immunity, that is what immune system and the immunoglobulins are responsible for generating the immune response, these all classes are very important, and out of that 80% is present of the IgG, which is a very important class of the immunoglobulin. So this is a basic classification of the various types of immunoglobulins. So for today's class, this is all over with the classes, and in previous class I teach about what is the basic structure of antibody, that is immunoglobulin. So various immunoglobulins, IgE, IgG, IgA, IgD, IgM and IgE, the 5 classes of immunoglobulins, they are responsible for generating various types of function and naturally generate the immune response. So thank you students, thank you all for viewing this video. Thank you.